Hello and welcome back to Fallout 4, and today we're going to try to max out Deacon's affinity here. He's just standing on the roof. Can't find his way down. There he goes. So last time we got a Tesla cannon, and I think I'm going to try using it more. Not right now, I got to modify it and all that. But I think it counts as a heavy weapon, so it's going to benefit from some of my perks here. Let's see. I don't want to do any more quests. Not while I have Deacon for the Institute. I don't want to do any of that. So we're gonna go... I want to check out this vault. Vault 81. I don't think that's one of the DLCs. There is a DLC vault, but I don't remember where it is. I think this one is something else. So we're just gonna go check it out. No quest here, but still should be fun. We can find out what kind of nasty experiments they've been doing. Mirelurk eggs? Here? Oh, that's brain fungus. I'll take it. Okay. I think we found it. We got a little encampment set up outside. Were they... Is this
know if even a scaver would take that.
Vault under construction? Well, it's open. Restricted area. Looks like it might not have been in operation. We'll see. Blast Radius board game.
The Mad Hermits, as I like to call
Mad
them.
Hermits?
It's usually sealed up, although you do find the occasional patrol.
You mean there's people in here and they come out from time to time? Well, okay. Let's go in.
Hold it right there. Vault 81 security. I don't know where you got your hands on a working Pip-Boy, but you better start talking.
Vault 81? You're still up and running?
Yeah. Pretty good observation there, genius. Now about that
Hey,
Pip-Boy.
cut the attitude.
I got it in Vault 111.
Vault 111? Haven't heard of that one yet. And what sort of business are you looking to take care of here in 81?
What's with the third degree?
It's called protocol. Think we just let anyone in here? Think again.
Who is it, Edwards?
Ma'am, some new Commonwealth traveler. Not one of our usual traders.
Well, if someone wants in, they can earn it like everyone else.
Earn it?
Let me speak to them.
What do you want?
Sorry about that. Officer Edwards here was just doing his job. I'm sure you can understand our need for caution. For newcomers, we like to operate on exchange. You help us, we help you.
I can say I'm a fellow Vault Dweller. Can't you just let me in? I'll try it.
But I'm a fellow Vault Dweller. Can't you just let me in?
Come on.
Before you arrived, he did say he was from Vault 111.
Yeah.
And he's in possession of a working Pip-Boy.
Is that so?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to allow it. Edwards, open the door and make the announcement. Officer Edwards and I will meet you at the entrance.
Oh, Officer Edwards. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to do a hard save here. McNamara. Overseer McNamara.
Come on, Gwen. My guys have been working doubles for weeks now. They need a break.
Everyone's working hard right now, Cal. You think I don't know that? Just do the best with what you can.
Wow, a working, populated vault.
See what I can do. But you and I both know we can't keep going on like this.
Hey, chunky fellow.
In Vault 81.
Really stretching out that vault suit.
Sorry about that. As you'll soon see, we have a few maintenance projects underway. Gwen McNamara, Overseer. Welcome to Vault 81. We've never encountered a fellow Vault Dweller. Is this Vault 111 you mentioned still operational?
Nope.
It's abandoned. There's no one living there.
That makes no sense. The vaults are the safest structures in the Commonwealth. What happened there?
So Vault 81 is still stable? Have you guys ever had anything go wrong?
Well, besides some rather large maintenance projects going on, I can't say anything ever has. I suppose we've been lucky. Here, we pride ourselves on having maintained a successful vault over these past 2 centuries. We'd like to be
Quite an accomplishment.
self-sufficient, but there are certain resources we can't provide ourselves.
Why do you keep yourself so isolated?
That's kind of a silly question.
We have warm beds, clean clothes, a solid roof over our heads. Our food and water are radiation-free. We don't deal with the elements or raiders. We're safe here. And for some, that safety and stability is what counts.
If word gets out that there's a working, functioning vault here, yeah, everyone's gonna want a piece of it. Let's see.
You should be wary. The Commonwealth is a dangerous place.
Exactly why we rely on a select few traders for our needs. Now, I have work to do.
Ma'am, what about his friend here?
I'll allow it. Security is already extra mindful as it is. If he's lived this long in the Commonwealth, I'm sure he's chosen his friends wisely. If you need anything
You can
else,
trust
I'll be in
Deacon.
my office.
Man dressed like that, you gotta trust him. Wow, everything's so clean.
Hi.
So, we got a new visitor today. Don't say anything, but man, I'd love to be out there.
It takes some preparation. I'd learn how to use a gun and be ready to use it before I went out there.
I've never even touched a gun. Now, I can't even say if our security has seen any real combat, but with the hours we're working these days, I'm not even sure where I'd find the time to practice.
Why the long hours?
We're just making sure this roof over our heads doesn't cave in on us. They say it's all the moving parts that have us working round the clock these days. Structurally, I guess 81 is still pretty sound. Vault Tech sure knew what they were doing when they set these places up. Well, I don't want to keep you, and I gotta get back to work. Maybe I'll see you around.
Sure. Well, I gotta be careful. I don't want to fill their heads with ideas about the outside world. Shut up.
Another outsider?
Scientist.
What they let you in for?
What's with the attitude?
I don't trust outsiders. We didn't need your help before, we don't need it now. The Overseer never should have opened up the vault to your kind.
What do you have against outsiders?
All outsiders do is take advantage of you. You're nothing but selfish animals.
That's not true.
How do you know? Did something happen?
Yeah, you could say that. I met a girl from the outside. Said she was going to take me away from all this. I gave her all my money so she could find us a place to live out there. I
Oh.
for months, till a passing trader mentioned she saw her with some man in Diamond City.
No.
You outsiders are nothing but liars. Only looking out for yourselves.
Hey, that's on you. You met someone on the internet, they said they were gonna take you away
Aaron's cat
to a brand new life.
Can't imagine he'll live to
You got catfished.
No signs of radiation.
Ashes? What are you doing up here?
Ashes?
Ashes, where are you going? Ash! Damn it. Aaron's not going to like this. Stay out of trouble.
Your cat ran away.
Officer.
We keep the vaults safe.
Hope you're not making any trouble.
Hey, Edwards. Nice to meet you.
Now that you made it in, we'll be keeping an eye on you. So do us all a favor and behave yourself.
Will do.
Don't go feeling all special because the Overseer let you in here. You weren't the first, and certainly won't be the last.
Got it. Alright, I can't steal anything. The Overseer needs you. Join the Loyalty Corps today. Alright, let's go in. Sorry about your cat. They'll turn up.
Hey, mister.
Kid.
Are you really from the Commonwealth?
Yeah? Why do you want to know?
I never met anybody from the Commonwealth before. I thought maybe you might want someone to show you around. Just 5 caps.
Last time I did this, I got ripped off. 5 caps.
Okay. Give me the tour, Austin. Here's the caps.
Alright.
I gotta show you to Erin. She's gonna flip.
You use caps in here?
Start over here.
I guess you have to if you're trading with, traders on the outside. Faster, please. Hello. You are thin.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're the new traveler.
Where are you going?
You must have had so many
The tour just
adventures out in the
started.
Commonwealth.
I need your
help here.
Oh, I failed.
Please,
Sorry, Austin.
Austin.
Someday, I'm gonna check out the Commonwealth.
Oh, so
Oh,
Aaron
My grand lets me.
You're gone more than you're here.
I failed the quest.
Such a loving husband and father.
Stop nagging at me, Alexis.
Marriage trouble. Yeah, I failed when I talked to the lady. Where's that lady?
Medical center.
I want to talk to her again.
Hi, Austin.
I can't wait till I don't have to go to school anymore.
I want my money back.
Hey there.
What I wouldn't give
Hey
for
there.
some real
So
time
you're the
off.
new guy. I heard we let someone into the vault.
That's me.
How long do you plan on sticking around?
Why do you want to know?
I'll ask the questions. I'm the one that lives here. I have a right to know.
Until I'm done scoping the place out.
Long enough to have a good look around.
Well, hopefully that means not long. We can take care of ourselves here in 81. We don't need to be letting in every stray traveler that comes our way.
Sounds like you could use a marriage counselor. Do you have that down here? Counseling service? Depot.
Katie.
Oh, you're that new traveler.
Hi.
You must have had so many adventures.
There you are. I'm back.
Is it boring here in the vault?
No, I love teaching these kids. But it's not the same as fighting to survive. Would you mind talking to my class about life in the Commonwealth?
Oh, okay.
What types of stories are you looking for?
Nothing too violent. I'm sure they'll have lots of questions, though. Thank you so much.
I'll give it a try. I gotta be careful what I say, though. I don't want to make the Commonwealth sound glamorous and exciting and fun, which it is.
What I wouldn't give for some brand spanking new genuine Vault-Tec parts right now.
Hey, Calvin.
Sorry, new guy. Not a lot of time to talk right now.
Gotcha. There's the Overseer.
He's asking to see you when you have a moment.
Dr. Forsyth, got it. Hey, I found something dirty and rusty. Cigarette machine. Extermination is everyone's job. Find a big insect, strangle it. What is this? No sign. Storage. Depot. Hi.
I heard we had a trader in today.
Is that me? I'm not a trader. Looks that way. Carrots. Oh, they're growing carrots and corn. Melons. Research terminal. Are they doing research on crops? Agriculture. Test group A14-1. Week 1. Week 1 examination. Germination was fast. Seeds have sprouted and are healthy. Radicals and hypoticals appear strong. Initial examination of cells appears normal. Item of note. A14, 1.5 and 1.9 both display 3 cotyledons. A14, 1.2 is displaying a purple striped pattern. So they're doing genetic research on crops. Week 2 examination. Seedlings continue to grow normally and will be ready for transplant. Roots appear healthy and are steadily growing. Items of note, A14, 1.5 and 1.9, despite their differences, are thriving well alongside the other. 1.2 has died. Dissection revealed little to differentiate it from the others. The discoloration does not appear to be infection or parasite related. Wait. The discoloration does not appear to be infection or parasite related. Okay. Week 3. All seedlings have been successfully transplanted. Growth continues to appear healthy. Water intake normal. Test group BO2-3. Week 1. Germination has been slow. Only 50% of the seeds have sprouted. The radical is barely showing. I have my doubts on the other half. This group does not have a chance of failure due to... does have a higher chance of failure due to radiation exposure. Week 2. The initial 50% of seeds initially sprouting have continued to show signs of growth, and an additional 25% have also started to sprout. I will continue to observe the remainder. I lost 302, 305, 306, and 308 to overwatering. These seedlings utilize far less water than previous hybrids. A potential benefit, but I'll need to monitor them closely for proper hydration. Week 3. I've transplanted BO2 301, 308, 310, and 315. The others have not formed a strong enough root bed to safely move. No further seeds have sprouted since week 2. Okay, are they doing their own research, or is that part of the vault research project? We'll find out.
I'm looking forward to what you'll have to say.
What does that sound? Someone with a wrench? It's a squeaking sound.
Marcus William Somerset. Oh, don't you go on thinking you're so clever. Those pies are going to be for Calvin and his crew. Lord knows they could use a treat right now.
Hey, you tried telling that to Erin and breaking a little girl's heart. I didn't realize my wife was so cold-blooded.
Mark, I swear, over 40 years of marriage, you need to count your blessings you're still alive.
So true. Corn fresh.
What is it we're needing?
Oh, it's not just corn and melons. It's fresh corn and melons. That's different.
Hi.
You must be that new traveler Gwen let in.
That's me.
It's always nice to see a new face around here.
Who's Gwen?
Oh, Gwen's the overseer, but I could never get used to calling her that. I've known that girl since she was in diapers. If you need any food for the road, or just feeling hungry, you let me know. Our menu isn't quite as exotic as the Commonwealth, but it'll do in a pinch.
Do you run this place by yourself?
Heavens no, I'd be a wreck. My husband, Mark, he helps me, though mostly with the tasting.
Is it hard work feeding everyone here?
It used to be easier. Back when I was young, we had more supplies than we could count. Why, my mother taught me some recipes that had ingredients that... well, I doubt you could find them anywhere anymore. Since we started trading, we managed well enough, but the variety... let's just say it's more than a bit lacking.
Maybe I could find a produce supplier for you.
Have you ever thought about leaving the vault?
Never. Can you imagine? Born and raised right here in Vault
Nope, I can't.
81.
Not at your age.
Easier back then, you know. Supplies were high, and the dangers outside were both severe and unknown. Poor Gwen didn't know what she was getting into when she accepted the role of overseer.
How is Gwen doing as the Overseer?
It weighs on her, I can tell. We need help from the Commonwealth, but a few people, they don't care for it. Not to mention the state of the vault. Upkeep's got people working round the clock these days. Even me.
How does the vault keep falling apart?
They'll need a good
That
meal
people have to
before
work round the clock.
Let's see what you've got.
Take your time.
Got any fresh food? Nah, it's just corn and mute fruit. Mute fruit. Alright, you have a good one. Nice to meet you. Where's your husband? I want to chat with him.
This will be a rare treat for the kids.
We'll secure the area.
What?
Poor Aaron. Her cat got loose in the Commonwealth.
Oh, her cat ran outside? Oh, that's not good. Mmm. Delicious.
Your Pip-Boy ever act up on you? Mine's been glitchy lately.
Not really.
Excuse me, officer.
Keep moving.
Alright, let's go into residential.
The Commonwealth sounds so exciting. And dangerous.
It is. Very much so. There's the classroom. I don't think class is in session right now. No. Okay. Reactor. Oh, it's dirty down here. It's nasty. They don't do a whole lot of maintenance down here, I can tell. Old Overseer's Terminal. Old Overseer's Terminal. Why is it down here?
Yes.
There we go. Confidential, Overseer's eyes only. By using this terminal, you acknowledge that you are an authorized user or technician. Unauthorized users must cease reading and log out of this terminal immediately. Violators will be subject to civil and criminal penalties. Welcome to Vault 81, Overseer Olivier. We'd like to thank you for accepting your new role as Overseer of Vault 81. This program, as you know, represents a critical research opportunity. The work we do together will lead to a better future for humanity, not only in these times of uncertainty, but far into the future, whatever it holds. Your background in academic and applied medical research will make you a capable leader to Vault 81 science staff, and your administrative background gives you the unique ability to lead and manage the general population as well. Thank you again for reconsidering this offer of employment, and good luck. Prime Directive. The mission of Vault 81 is to research infectious diseases and antibodies with particular attention paid to potential mutations in a climate of heavy radiation. Clinical trials are a vital part of Vault 81's mission. Trials will be performed in 3 stages. Stage 1 trials will be conducted in Petri dish cultures. Stage 2 trials are to be performed on the colony of heterocephalus glaber specimens furnished by Vault-Tec. Stage 3 trials may be performed on the residential population of Vault 81. Scientific staff will be restricted to the hermetically sealed research area. This measure reduces the chance of cross-contamination between residential and scientific staff populations. The Overseer will have communication capabilities, but no other members of the residential population are to be made aware of the Prime Directive. What? What stage are we at? Stage 3? Being performed on the residential population of Vault 81. Scientific staff will be restricted to a hermetically sealed research area. Okay. I want to find that area and bust it open. Admission protocol. As outlined in the Vault-Tec Operations Handbook, all staff members of Vault 81 will be required to participate in mandatory drills held on site at the discretion of the Overseer and Vault-Tec administration. admission drills are a requirement on all beta alert days, as indicated by the Vault-Tec early warning system. In the event of an actual alpha alert, Vault 81 residents will be admitted into the vault by Overseer staff. All scientific staff in the event of an actual alpha alert, Vault 81 residents will be admitted into the vault by Overseer staff. All scientific staff should report to their workstations immediately, avoiding contact with general population, especially those whom they may know personally. If necessary, Overseer should remind staff of their confidentiality status. Okay, so they had like a secret research group. That was separate from the residential group. Are they still monitoring? Are they still out there? We don't really know. All residents should be admitted in an orderly fashion and given the approved welcome address in the common area atrium by the Overseer. The Overseer should then use the terminal to confer privately with the head of science staff, by now safely sealed in the research area. Okay, so let me check that again. In the event of an actual alpha alert, that's probably the nukes going off. That's when the residents are admitted. Science staff reports to their workstations, and no contact between science staff and residential. Okay. Evacuation protocol. Vault 81 is not to be evacuated under any circumstances, except a direct all-clear command from Vault-Tec Central HQ. Research reports should be archived on the primary mainframe. Chemical compounds and other physical materials may be deposited in the marked receptacle only by the Overseer and only after a successful Stage 3 trial phase. In the event of a Vault-Tec ordered evacuation, Overseer must be prepared to dispose of residential population by incineration. Oh my god. Propellant nozzles are pre-installed in all residential living quarters to avoid contamination with the outside population. This disposal is at the discretion of the Overseer unless specifically mandated as part of the Vault-Tec evacuation order. So if the vault is evacuated, I guess the science personnel are to evacuate, but the residential personnel are incinerated? It doesn't really say what happens to the science personnel. Okay. Overseer's private logs. A job's a job. I can't believe it. Vault-Tec must have really been desperate for an Overseer candidate after Duncan fell ill. I'm certainly qualified for this job, but with my politics, how could they think I'm a good candidate for this kind of program? Maybe there's more to this than I'm seeing. They still haven't given me a full briefing on the work we'll be doing here. But I'm not stupid. I'm pretty sure it's going to involve human trials. I won't jump to any conclusions, though. Let's see how this plays out. If they're crossing any ethical lines with me, they'll be in a congressional hearing before they know what's hit them. What about incinerating the entire residential population? Does that cross an ethical line for you? Drills, drills, drills. These researchers are willing to put up with a lot. Today is our 5th drill of the week, and this time I had to make the call in the middle of the night. Half of these scientists are just kids, between cramming for finals and sleeping off Friday hangovers. I'm shocked as many of them staggered in as they did. I guess the pay is worth it. I know I wasn't earning that kind of money as a grad student. What to do? It's much worse than I thought. I was finally given my full briefing today. Not only is Vault-Tec asking us to do clinical trials on humans, they've got some serious backers in government. Can't just blow the whistle on this. I've seen the admission roster. There are good people planning to live in Vault 81, and I've little doubt the vaults will come into use eventually. I won't reward the trust of these people by treating them like guinea pigs. I feel trapped. I don't know what to do. The day. It's done. I got the call early this morning. Another beta drill. It's always Rosario who has to call. Her voice was trembling, and she couldn't get off the phone soon enough. She knew. Sure enough, the warning was upgraded within a few hours, and the news was reporting confirmed launches soon after that. I made a decision. I deliberately sabotaged the phone list. Such a simple thing, but it meant that none of the science staff received a notification about the drill. Oh. The residents are beginning to show up, and we'll have our hands busy admitting everyone. Science staff. I'm no criminal mastermind. Clearing the phone list prevented most of the science staff from showing up, but 3 still made it in. Flint and Collins are both my age and live in the fens. They had time to get here with the general population. Burrow is just an overachiever and came by in the morning just to see if there would be a drill today. Figures. They've reported to the research area. The vault protocols engaged automatically and sealed them in. They're already busy with their work, especially since there are only 3 of them. Okay, so they've been sealed in. 3 science staff. The others didn't make it in. They suspect Burrow and Flint are getting restless in there. Collins and that robot, he's calling her Curie now, are keeping the mood relatively steady, but I think they already suspect that I have no intention of allowing them to implement a Stage 3 trial. Not sure what to do. They've got access to the delivery nozzles, and if they choose to, they'll be able to infect the population with whatever they want. Need to keep them calm. Forgiveness. I've made a grim choice. I sabotaged the delivery nozzles in all the resident quarters as soon as I was able. I didn't expect Burrow to notice so soon. Hell, I didn't expect Collins to get so close to a Phase 3 trial so quickly. I didn't expect half of what's happened in the past few months. Cutting off communication is a cowardly thing to do, but what options do I have? They'll have food and water in there as long as they need. I just can't let them go through with human trials for God knows what Vault-Tec plans to do with their research. I only hope that somehow they can forgive me and live out their years in peace over there. Sounds like Vault-Tec needs to do a better job screening their overseer candidates. Research comm records. This terminal is equipped with Vault-Tec proprietary technology, blah blah blah. Interleak status, admin credentials, Olivier. That's the overseer. User, Collins, that's one of the scientists, I believe. Testing 1, 2, 3. Collins, testing, Dr. Olivier, do you copy? Olivier, I do, Kenneth. Everything's good over there. Just another drill day, right, overseer? It is, and thank God for that. Where is everyone? Collins, overseer, there are just 3 of us over here. What's going on? Olivier, are you getting this? Sorry, Kevin. It's been a madhouse on this side. Only 3? Myself, Jim, Flint, and that kid, Burrow. Where's everyone else? Not over here. Residents are being admitted. They started showing up in droves once the new news started broadcasting. That's the same way I heard. You'd think Vault-Tec would have had enough warning to call at least a beta drill for staff this morning. Something must have gone wrong. Phase 1 trial. Collins. We've been pretty limited down here, but we've been focused on antibiotics and have our first Petri trials underway. Olivier. I saw the data last night. It's promising, but do you think it's ready? Collins. The trial just started, and the virus we're going after has a few days of inoculation. But I'm optimistic that later this week we'll see positive results. Olivier. Okay, keep me posted, and don't begin Phase 2 trials until I have an opportunity to go through the new data. Of course. Have a good afternoon, Overseer. Food extruder issue. Mr. Burrow, M. Burrow, excuse me, M. Burrow. Overseer, do you have a minute? This system isn't instantaneous, Burrow. I hope you haven't been waiting for a reply all morning. Sorry, Overseer. I wanted to notify you about an issue with our food extruder. Okay, I see it now. Looks like a clog in the protein tank. You weren't able to address it on your end? No, Overseer. Hardware failures on the residential side must be addressed over there. We can't get the tanks or nozzles to repair them. Olivier. Okay, Burrow. I'll have maintenance down there immediately. Go stand by and have Collins contact me if there are still issues in about 10 minutes. Okay? Thank you, Overseer. I'll go there now. Phase 2 trial. Collins. Good news, Dr. Olivier. We've tweaked our formula based on Phase 1 trial results and think we're ready to go with Phase 2. How's the mole rat population doing? Very well. The specimens Vault-Tec provided are remarkably hardy. Flint has been doing some radiation testing on them. Olivier, is that in the protocols? Collins, not technically, but we noticed some weird stuff with the kibble provided for them. Burrow got pretty sick for a day or two. Don't ask. Flint's been looking into it. These suckers are big to begin with, and we're thinking it's genetic. Olivier, tampered with? Collins, something like that. I think Vault-Tec must have been running some experiments with them. They're all unusually large. A few demonstrate bioluminescence. At least one appears more intelligent than normal. Olivier, do you think there's still a useful control? Collins, we've divided the colonies, separated the most unusual specimens, and put the control colony on a new diet taken from our own food supply. It's not ideal, but I think we're okay. Olivier, very well. Give me the evening to go through your data again, but I think you're clear to begin Phase 2 unless I find anything I don't expect. So they've got a mole rat population they're experimenting with. Delivery mech failure. Burrow. Overseer? Yes, Burrow, what is it? I've noticed an issue with our delivery mechanism. Do you know if anyone has tampered with the nozzles on the residential quarters on your site? I don't know. What are you doing with the delivery system anyway? The Phase 2 trial just began. I know, Overseer. I just thought it would be a good idea to run tests on the delivery system before we reached Phase 3. If we reach Phase 3, human trials are not to be undertaken lightly. What kind of tests are you hoping to run anyway? Burrow, just a placebo vapor to make sure the nozzles are dispensing mist properly. The residents wouldn't even know we had done anything. I guess that's the idea, though. Olivier, I'll look into the nozzles issue on my end, Burrow. In the meantime, please do not use a delivery system without my direct approval. And please answer. Last one. Doctor, please get in touch. That's K. Collins. I know what you've done. Honestly, I don't blame you. Performing the Phase 3 trials on non-consenting humans is a breach of your ethics. At least according to the world we used to live in. I can keep Burrow together for a while, but Flint's already suspicious. What are we supposed to do over here? I can only lie to them for so long without some actual response from you. Damn it, Olivier. You can't be such a hypocrite that you condemn us to die in the name of your personal sense of morality. I know your politics, but I never thought you'd actually leave men for dead. Please reconsider this. They're locked in. Alright, that's it.
I never had the patience to muck around with terminals.
Okay, so they were researching infectious diseases.
Came from one of these, right?
Yeah, it was a vault just like this one. They were researching infectious diseases. I guess they started on petri dish cultures, moved on to mole rats. And we're getting ready to start Phase 3. Hello. Old Rusty.
Old Rusty.
Please direct any maintenance requests to Mr. DeLuca. They will be handled in the order they were received.
Got it.
Staying pretty busy these days?
Quite so. Mr. DeLuca has made it his life's work to occupy my time. Not only do I specialize in reactor maintenance, but now I am trained in doing his laundry, fetching libations, and generally picking up after it.
Does he help out with any other work?
If memory serves, the last bit of work he performed was when Mr. Whittaker forced him to clean up the supply room. He was also quite vocal about his distaste for the job.
He sounds very lazy. Also, I just realized that terminal said that mole rats were supplied to the research team by Vault-Tec, so that had to be pre-war. And did the mole rats originate here? That might be the case.
Outsider, do me a favor. If my good-for-nothing brother asks you for Jet, tell him to buzz off.
Who's your brother?
His name's Bobby, and he's my poor excuse for a twin, so you can get a good idea of what he looks like. Look, he's a junkie, but he's getting careless. If he gets caught, we're both in trouble. And as much as I'd like to leave this canned paradise, that's not how I want to go.
Got it. What is the... Hold on. She has like something carved into her forehead.
You want to leave the vault?
More than you know. There's gotta
Like
be
a symbol or something.
But if I leave, it's on my own terms. Not because Bobby screwed it up. Now I admit, I've got my own
Weird? I don't recognize it.
This comes from me, and I keep him on a short leash. But not anymore. I'm cutting off his useless ass.
Why would you feed his habit?
He's my brother, and he's overworked. I give him a little jet, and he perks up.
Where do you get the jet?
I feel better. Done. Now that it's getting out of control, it's another story. He wants to put me at risk, he gets cut off.
Good. That's the first step to helping your brother.
Should have done it a long time ago. But things ain't easy around here.
Hey, the outsider. You lost?
Hey, Bobby, we were just talking about you.
Where am I?
Generator room, can't you tell? Look, I'm not even sure if you're allowed in here. Most of the trading's done in the atrium. I can tell you how to get back if you want. Oh, and hey, if you got any jet on you, I may be willing to take it off your hands. Say 75 caps?
Who's it for? You?
Me, myself, and I. Don't worry, I'm not into selling. That's my sister's thing.
Can't help you there.
Damn. Well, if you change your mind or start feeling charitable, look me up. Just don't let Tina know. She'd be all over my ass.
You mean her?
Maybe after this, Bobby will finally listen to me and we'll both get the hell out of here.
Huh. It's like they're completely unaware of each other's presence. Maybe we can get you cleaned up.
Any more jet on you?
Not selling right now.
No.
Come on, man. I could really use some right now, too.
I know you could. Hey, I cured one person's addiction. Maybe I can cure yours. So that's all down here? Can I do anything with the generator? Nah. Yeah, I wonder if this is where mole rats, or the giant variant of mole rats originated from. Because the terminal did mention that after, during the trials, the mole rats got bigger and started glowing, and we know about glowing mole rats. Nothing. Hello.
Calvin's always looking for tools. I heard he'll pay caps if you got them.
What is this? Down there?
You're that Commonwealth traveler, aren't you?
Alright, no sign. I don't know where that goes. Back down to the atrium, maybe. Hey, Aaron?
Hey, sweetie.
Are you the one that lost your cat? I think you are. I'll find your cat.
Excuse me, mister. Have you seen my cat?
Yeah? Can I answer? Oh god. How much would you pay to get him back?
What happened?
He scratched me. And I yelled at him to go away. I didn't mean forever, though. His name is Ashes, and he's the best cat in the whole world.
I think he's left the vault. I saw him run by me when I got here.
Left the vault? Oh, please bring him back. Please. No one else would set foot outside for him.
Yeah, he won't stand a chance out there.
Where do you think he may have gone?
Not far. He'd be terrified. I'm sure if there's anywhere nearby to hide, you'll find him.
He's probably dead. No, I'll find him.
I'll find him for you.
Thank you. His name is Ashes. He's the sweetest little gray cat. I just want him to come home.
Okay. They're allowed to have pets down here, huh? Hello, Alexis? Take your time.
Ugh, what I wouldn't give for just one evening of solitude.
Sorry.
If you need anything from the depot, stop by in the morning.
Alright. Thank you. It's nighttime now. I gotta find a place to sleep. Can I talk to you?
Nice Pip Boy. If it ever starts acting up on you, see Alexis. She'll fix it right up.
Okay. Austin.
Hi, Austin.
Dr. Penske. Are you the one that gave me a tour?
Pretty good tour, right?
No.
The Overseer says I'm good with people.
Excuse
Way
me.
better than Gran. But I don't know. I think Gran's pretty good. At
Okay.
least with me, she is.
Yeah. Okay, go back to bed. I gotta talk to the doctor.
I'll have to tell Gwen I'll be needing more fertilizer soon. I'll have to remember to drop off that lamp before work tomorrow.
Pardon me, Dr. Penske?
You should stop by the lab in the morning and take a look at the new crops.
Okay, I gotta see her in the morning. Alright, I don't have a place to sleep. Can I wait here? Oh, I can't wait. Is there a bed I can borrow? Reactor. Is that where I just went? That's where I just went.
Welcome, welcome.
Dr. Forsyth.
I hope I'm...
Oh, you're the one I had to talk to.
But I'd like to ask you a favor. Would you mind donating some medical samples? Even just a blood sample.
Why do you need medical samples?
It's for my research. The people of Vault 81 have been genetically isolated from the Commonwealth for many generations. I'm trying to determine what the genetic variation is between the two populations.
I trust you. Just don't make a clone of me.
Sure, you can have some blood.
Excellent. Just have a seat, and I'll draw some blood.
Okay. Right here?
Sit there. This'll only take a sec.
That's a big needle. Ow, ow, ow.
Hardly hurt a bit, eh? Thank you. This will be a great help. Now, I need to get these prepared immediately.
Dr. Forsyth.
Do you need something? I'm rather busy at the moment.
That's it? You just wanted a blood sample?
You're that wanderer from the Commonwealth. I'm Rachel. I assist Dr. Forsyth with his medical duties. Are you sick or injured?
Do you get a lot of patients in the vault?
No. The people of this vault are surprisingly healthy. If that's all, I have work to do.
No, that's not all.
Hello, Rachel.
Anything the matter? I've always got time for an examination.
Oh, maybe later.
Could use some supplies, actually.
Great. Let's take a look.
What do you got? Nothing. Bye. I can't find a place to sleep. All the beds are owned, even the medical beds.
If you want a good meal, stop by the Sunshine Diner come morning.
Hey, Mark.
Another new face in the vault, eh? What is it we're needing now, fella?
Come again? What do you mean?
Well, Gwenny... Oops. I mean the Overseer never lets anyone in unless we need something. I figured someone put in a request with her if we got a new face in the vault. Lord knows we could use some help around.
Oh, I just realized, maybe the reason they're having to fix everything up all the time is the mole rats got loose and they're just chewing everything up. We'll see. Anyway, just thinking out loud, sorry. Back off, Grandpa.
I'm just visiting.
Just visiting? Now ain't that something? Gwenny letting people in willy-nilly these days? Oh, hold on there. You got yourself a vault suit. Where you say you were from again?
I'm from Vault 111.
I'll be damned. All my years and never, I mean never, have I met anyone from another vault. Maybe seeing a vault dweller from the outside will pick up the spirits around here. The people here, They're a bit overworked these days. Some blame the Overseer. But it ain't Gwenny's fault. Poor girl. Just landed the right position at the wrong time.
What's going on? Why are people so overworked?
Well, you live in the same place for 200 years. Time just takes its toll. Until the Overseer opened the vault to the traders, we were just slapping on one band-aid after the next. Now we're just scrambling to keep old 81 together.
It's not easy being a leader.
Truer words were never spoke. And I wouldn't want her job in a million years. Well, I best be getting back to it. Don't want the old lady on me again. 62 years old and still fiery as ever.
Sometimes it's hard to take Des seriously.
Maybe the Overseer, I mean, I'll talk to her soon, but maybe she knows about the, I'm sure she does. She's the Overseer. I'm sure she knows about the mole rats and the experiments.
See Maria at the cafeteria.
And she knows they're causing a problem. But she doesn't want to tell everyone, because then maybe they'll figure out what the real experiment was down here.
Many doctors around these days. Should let me take a look at
So they don't want to... Not now.
All right.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't want to tell everyone about the mole rats. Maybe. I don't know. Let's go down this way. Can I sleep there? Nope. Is that the... That's the teacher.
How excited the kids will be.
Yes.
Hey, Katie.
The children will be very excited to hear about the Commonwealth.
Stayed up too late, right?
Yeah,
Ain't that the truth?
I heard we had a trader in today.
Oh god, there really is no place to sleep. Okay, this leads back up here. Let's head back to the atrium. Can't I just, like, put down a sleeping bag and... Usually I can sit down and wait. I can't do that here for some reason. Oh, here we go. I was in somebody's bedroom, that's probably why. There we go. Class should be in session.
Need to check the water pumps again. The water smells funny.
Water smells funny, she said. Alright.
Would you
Let's,
like to tell the students one of your stories now?
Yeah, let's give them a story.
What topics should I avoid?
Nothing with excessive violence. And I'm sure they'll have lots of questions.
If you want. They aren't that interesting.
Stop being modest. The kids are so excited to hear your stories. Children! Children, listen up! We have a guest today who is going to tell us stories about the Commonwealth.
Did you ever fight a Deathclaw?
How do you know about Deathclaws?
I hear stuff. Gran heard something about them from a Commonwealth guy.
Oh.
Deathclaws are very dangerous. It was a tough fight.
How did you beat it?
Minigun. Raiders surrounded the museum where my friend Preston was holed up. I had to kill them all with my bare hands. Let's not exaggerate. Well, we can't tell them how we beat it.
Hey, mister, you gotta say anything?
Yeah, sorry.
I was shot up pretty bad by the Raiders that had my friend Preston trapped.
But you were still able to rescue him, right?
We were all scared. More Raiders showed up. Preston said I should use the power armor.
Boy, I'd love to find some power armor.
Let's see.
When the Deathclaw crawled out, Preston was ready with his laser musket.
I bet you were glad he was there.
I sure was.
Have you ever seen a Deathclaw?
No. Miss Katie says they're big lizards with huge claws.
Basically.
Now.
One shot in each eye and one in the forehead took care of that deathclaw.
Wow. You must be a good shot.
Thank you so much for that story. Children, say thank you.
Okay, I guess that wasn't too violent.
Thank you gift for you. Here.
Grognak. Critical hits with unarmed and melee attacks permanently do plus 5% damage. Nice. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed my story.
Gran says I'm a bottomless pit when it comes to food.
Please bring him back safe.
Oh, your cat. Right.
Hi there.
Hello, child.
Well, hello.
I wish my mom wasn't working so much.
Hello, Katie.
Oh, you're that new traveler. You must have had so many adventures out in the Commonwealth.
Yep, you just heard about him. Alright, let's have a chat with the Overseer.
Now, where did I put those screws?
If you're looking to do some trading, look for the depot. Alexis has just about anything you could need.
You should stop by and see Horatio while you're here. Can't imagine you come across many barbers in the Commonwealth.
There's a barber here?
Thanks, Horatio. I love it. I didn't think I'd ever make it in with the hours I've been working.
But you did, and now you look completely refreshed. Just remember, a couple months and you come back and see me again. Now, off with you. Get some rest.
No promises there, but I'll try.
I was hoping you'd stop by. Now I know from experience that Commonwealth shows no mercy when it comes to hair. So, how about a trim?
You've been outside of the vault?
Quincy, born and raised. My mother, may she rest in peace, she was a doctor. Imagine her surprise when she learned I'd rather cut hair than stitch people up. But enough about me. How about that hair of yours?
You really want to cut my hair?
Did you say you were from Quincy?
Sure did. Looks like I was one of the lucky ones, too. Last I heard, gunners had taken her over.
Any news going around?
So you're not...
Say Holt is running around.
You weren't born here, huh?
Apparently, he and Tina DeLuca are secretly getting together. But never mind about them. Your hair is a disaster. You have to let me fix it.
Heard any good rumors?
Did you know that Bobby DeLuca was a jet junkie?
Yep.
He needs to quit before someone gets hurt, himself included, working in maintenance, high all the time. It's a good thing old Rusty does most of the work.
You can always count on old Rusty.
What's the word around Vault 81?
I heard Aaron's cat, Ashes, got out of the vault. She's pretty upset.
Yeah, we know about all this.
You won't want to set foot outside to get him back.
I'll think about it.
I'll be here.
Yeah, I don't need a haircut right now.
I'll be damned if that whole duct isn't gonna need replacing.
It's been a while since someone from the Commonwealth last visited us.
Hybridization. It's
All right.
got to be a flaw in the hybridization.
Oh, let's
Never ends in Vault 81.
here's the depot. Yeah, let's visit the doctor here.
On my watch, and I don't
She said come visit her in the morning.
Ah, you'll do perfectly.
Hi.
I'm in need of a willing test subject to try this new strain of fruit I've created.
Why?
It's a new strain of mute fruit that I just developed.
I have to eat
It's
it?
really nutritious and remove radiation poisoning. But I need a test subject to try it.
Why don't you just tell me about yourself?
Me? I'm the vault biologist and hydroponic gardener. Everything you see here, I grew, including this new fruit I just developed. But I need someone to test it. Sure I can't talk you into trying it?
I'll do it.
Nah, what the hell. I'll try it.
Excellent. Just tell me how it tastes and how it makes you feel. Now where'd I put that Geiger counter?
She's scatterbrained. Mute fruit. Added. Where's that food? I don't even know where that would be. My, oh, here we go. Mute fruit, fresh. Well, doesn't seem to be any side effects.
Excuse me, Dr. Pensky.
Did you try the fruit? Tell me, how was it?
So, is this your life's work?
Just a small part of it. My hope is to create a strain of foods that have increased resistance to radiation. What good is fresh produce if it's always contaminated by its environment? That particular strain of mute fruit should do well, but I wasn't certain how the hybridization would affect the flavor and the texture.
It was good. No adverse effects.
I knew it. This is good progress. I'll have to start a new batch right away. Since you've been so helpful, maybe you can help out in another capacity.
Sure.
You see, I need these plants to conduct my studies, and they take some special nourishment, especially the carrots. If you could keep an eye out for fertilizer while you're out in the Commonwealth, I'll be more than happy to compensate you for your efforts.
Oh, I need my fertilizer.
Sure, I can do that.
Really? Great. I was dreading having to put in another request to the Overseer. Just bring by whatever you can find whenever you have the time.
Okay, I don't think I'll be doing that because I don't think this is a quest that I can advance.
Austin Engel!
It's just, I can sell fertilizer to her, I guess, for some money. But I need my fertilizer. Alright. Next up, the Overseer.
Stay safe, sir.
You too. Well, she's not here. But I can get into a terminal. Oh, lock myself out. Fancy lads. Snack cakes.
Hey, I got something important
Deacon.
to say.
Oh,
I
sure.
really appreciate you putting up with my bullshit. Truth is, it's been a long time since I've had a friend. I'm a liar. Everyone knows it. I make no secret of it. Because the truth is, I'm a fraud. To my core. When I was young, a hell of a long time ago, I was, well, scum. I was a bigot. A very violent bigot.
Is that really you or your implanted memories? Or are you lying again?
We all make mistakes when we're young.
A mistake or two, yeah. But what I did? I ran with a gang in University Point. We called ourselves the UP Death Claws.
Edgy.
Kicks, we'd terrorize anyone we thought was a synth. We kept egging each other on. Started with some property damage, graduated to some beatdowns, then, inevitably, a lynching. The Claws leader was convinced we'd finally found and killed the synth. Looking back, I'm not so sure.
You killed someone?
That one was enough for me. It was his eyes. Those eyes haunt me. It's bulging. So I turned my back on my brothers, broke all contact. Time passed, I became a farmer, if you can believe that. Then, one day I found someone. She saw something in me I didn't know was there. Barbara, well, she was...
This is all a bit far-fetched.
Leaving the Death Claws took a lot of courage.
Leaving wasn't free. They took it out on my sad hide. But by the time I met Barbara, they'd moved on. We were trying for kids, eking out a living. Then one day, it turns out my Barbara, she was a synth. She didn't know that. I certainly didn't. I don't know how the Death Claws found out, but there was blood.
So they killed her?
Yes. I don't remember much clearly after that. I know I killed most of the Claws. I must have made a big impression. The railroad contacted me figuring I'd be sympathetic, seeing that I lost my wife. And, well, what I did afterwards.
The railroad let you in? Even though you were once in the Death Claws?
So many years had passed, I don't think anyone, well, except for the Claws, knew that. All they knew is, someone fought back. I don't even know why I lie anymore. but I can't tell the truth. Everyone, Tom, Dez, you, even that asshole Carrington, they deserve to be on the railroad. I don't. I'm everything wrong with this whole fucking Commonwealth. You're the only friend I got. I don't deserve you being okay with this. Hell, I'm not even asking for it. But I figured you should know.
That's okay. You're a changed man. Yeah, so you're a liar, hypocrite, murderer. And am I missing anything? Damn right you don't belong in the railroad.
Hey, everyone's got a past. The important thing is you're trying to make up for it. I'm still on your side.
I've killed 1 or 2 people myself as well.
Good talk.
Having reached the highest level of affinity with Deacon, you have gained the Cloak and Dagger perk. Sweet.
Hey.
Tell me what you want.
Hey there.
You know, I'm having second thoughts on the whole recall code. Wait, you read it, didn't you?
No.
Why shouldn't I read it?
Just in case it gets stuck in your head. You know, like if I say Rad Roach. Now, don't think of Rad Roach. See? You thought of it. And if it's a real simple code, then one slip and goodbye, Deacon. Anyway, only read it if you have to.
Nah, I'm not gonna read your recall code.
Yeah? You know, I'm having second thoughts on the whole recall code.
Wait, I want to talk to you. Well, I can say I've read it. Yeah, he wouldn't know.
I think we ought to part ways.
Another time, then.
Bye-bye. Back to Sanctuary. I'm done with you. I got your perk. Cloak and Dagger. Thanks to your relationship with Deacon, you receive plus 40% stealth boy duration and deal plus 20% more sneak attack damage. The sneak attack thing will be mildly useful. Alright, have fun getting home.
Yep, good old 81. She's going to hell in a handbasket.
I'm through.
Here we go. Supply requests. Maria Somerset fulfilled. Mute fruit crates, Brahmin steaks, Jacob Forsyth, stim packs, blood packs. Well, he's just collecting blood. Priscilla Pensk, fusion cores. Pending. Maintenance request. Second floor atrium vent. Vent has been leaking, need to investigate shaft for integrity. May need to replace bad section, but hopefully can get by with a patch job. Main level corridor. Pipes are suffering from corrosion, needs welding and sealant. Sections of flooring may need to be replaced. We'll need to take a closer look behind the scenes to investigate the extent of the damage. Entry. Sealant must be giving way for concrete base as water is building up among the wiring on the floor. Need to find a solution for resealing and water removal. Logs. Repairs, repairs, repairs. If one more thing in this vault breaks, I'm gonna scream. And by scream, I mean angrily slam the keys to this terminal as I enter in yet another frustrated log. No one told me when I took over for Overseer Bot that I was inheriting a sinking ship. From what Calvin tells me, the damage isn't even coming from us and our everyday lives. It's something external, and of course, since it's external, it's harder for him to assess the overall damage. We can't very well just unbury the vault. On the good side, the reactors continue to run without a hitch. 2 centuries and not a single incident that old Rusty couldn't handle, so while the walls around us crumble, at least we'll have good lighting to witness it. I wonder if the science section has been opened up at all. The anti-Commonwealth. Once again, I overheard a citizen telling one of the traders how much we don't need them. What is wrong with these people? Holt, Miranda. Don't they realize that without these traders we'd be starving? We wouldn't have half the items we need to get repairs done around here. I get the fear to allow outsiders in. I was terrified when we first opened the vault after 2 centuries of isolation. But you'd think after 10 years people will be more accepting and trust the faces we've grown to know so well. Some people still don't accept Horatio, and the man's lived with us for years now. Yeah, so he's the only person who hasn't lived here his whole life, I guess. And sure, I don't know what could happen in the future. Maybe it's just a matter of time before we allow the wrong person in, but it's a chance we have to take and a chance they need to accept if we're going to survive for another generation. Bobby DeLuca. How hard can it be to catch Bobby DeLuca doing drugs? The vault is only so big, there's only so many places he can hide, and yet here I am, getting another complaint about his little habit. It's frustrating on so many levels. Everyone's working so hard, almost round the clock, and here's Bobby. He sleeps on the job, a job that he can't even do, by the way. He gets old rusty to do everything. If he's not high, he's drunk. His sister backs up every story he comes up with. The list goes on. Part of me just wants to lock him up, post a guard, and be done with it. Let him suffer through the withdrawal as punishment. We all know he deserves it. Food, glorious food. Priscilla informed me that she lost the latest carrot crop. I wish we had the space to do more consistent rotations. On the bright side, while we'll miss the carrots now, we'll be even happier once they're back. I will never forget the day when Maria made her first Brahmin meat pie. I thought I was in heaven, and that I'd never eat another steak in a box again. Against Dr. Forsyth's wishes, I might add. Wasn't long before I'd had my fill and found myself enjoying that same old Salisbury steak. On the bright side, Maria's mute fruit pies are consistently good. Although it's hard to go wrong when it comes to dessert. It helps that she likes to save them for special occasions. Probably smart on her part. She's been our chef long enough to know how easily our taste buds give out on us. I think that's it.
I never had the patience to muck around with terminals.
Alright, later, Deacon. Well, I think I'm going to end the episode here. We haven't met up with the Overseer yet. She's around here somewhere. We'll find him, and we got to find that cat. But we did max out Deacon's affinity. So I think next time we're going to find a new companion. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.